Yes, people, welcome back to the Daily Football Report. And on today's episode, we have a few hot news for you. As usual, it's always hot gossip because football world is always on fire. Remember, especially when Manchester United is losing, the media has content. So, VAR is at it again all weekend as we saw bad decisions in the Chelsea-Brighton game, Fulham game, the Liverpool game, the Arsenal and Newcastle game, and the Manchester United game. As I've said now, I've advocated for a lot of times for VAR to get going. And I'm the biggest advocate to get rid of VAR, and I will not stop until they get rid of it Sunday. I'm telling you, this video assistant referee, ever since it's come into play, has one, highlighted the biasness by referees, clear. But two, how much they don't care how much when they make a bad decision. And three, it just messed up the game. It took the emotion out of the game. It took the understanding between fans that when a final decision has come about, it's just final. It's took away a lot of things from the game. And for me personally, they just need to get rid of it. Or what they need to do is this. I think, right, and tell me if I'm crazy, right? But referees should start to face punishment. So if they make, at least, they should be put on a point system, honestly. If they make a few mistakes, like really bad mistakes, to the point where they harm a game, or we realize that the decision they make deter the result, which it does most times, I think they should be on a point fine system where it's like, okay, if you make 3 of these throughout the season, you miss 5 games, or you miss 10 games, or you miss the rest of the season, or you have to do over an exam, or do a few games to get back into the Something needs to be done for these people to get punished. Honestly, at this point, I think they should be going to jail. That's what I think. I think some of these referees should be getting arrested. And here's why I think that, right? And I know my referee friends, you say, boy, Imran, I thought we were friends. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all colleagues. You hear me tell you? They are doing a lot of things in this world right now, and they're messing with people's livelihood. Now, okay, we want to bring all this money into the league, right? You guys want to get paid all this money, right? Well, I think it's detrimental that these referees need to really be charged for when they hurt people's livelihoods. Think about it now. When they make these bad referees, right, against, say, a team like a United, or a team like a Chelsea, right, or a team like a West Ham, or a team like or Brighton, or some team who's struggling for form at the moment and their manager is under a bit of pressure. You're not giving the red card. You're not giving a penalty that the team deserves. You're not giving a decision that the team deserves. It messes with that manager's livelihood. That can be the poor decision that gets that manager fired. And we have seen that many times in the Premier League by referees giving results to teams that they don't deserve it. And why is that happening all the time? Why is that happening to only certain teams? Why is it every week we're hearing Arsenal and Liverpool? Because y'all want them to go on a title charge? Because y'all want the title to be between those two teams? Is that the reason why? Why is there so much hypocrisy in the cause for these teams? It's unbelievable now. How are we looking at these decisions? All football fans can see red, yellow, card, penalty, except the VAR and the referees. Now, when a manager's losing his job for this, when his kids can't eat because now he's losing his livelihood, yeah? When you have people who bet on these games, who lose their last money because maybe that was a way for them to gain $1. When you have, there's many people that benefit from this football world. And when you have one individual who has supposed to have all the respect by everyone, though let's not forget this. FIFA, all the governing bodies, UEFA, name them all, come out and tell us, guys, be respectful to the referees. They're humans. They can make mistakes. But when they make clear and obvious mistakes, week again, spoiling people's livelihoods. Yeah? Not only the players getting sacked, managers getting sacked, All kind of people getting sacked from their jobs from these referees' bad decisions. Let's not forget that. A win or a loss can be the decision factor because we know this sport is results based. So if the people who's supposed to have the most respect on the pitch is making the worst decisions on the pitch, fuck respect. Fuck respect. Now is when we have to take shit into our own hands as players, as advocates for the sport, and get these people either arrested for their fraudulent behavior, because that's what they're doing. They're clearly admitting and indulging in fraud, clear in our eyes on the football field. No one can tell me anything different from now. It's happened too many times. 1 time is a mistake, 2 times is a mistake, 3 times, alright. Maybe you didn't. It's another way it happened. So okay, you get a mistake. But the 4th time, the 5th time, the 20th time, ever since this shit started, it's been a problem. These referees are biased. These referees are making decisions based on the title races. They're reading the newspaper. They're reading the media. They're part of social media. They are also indulging betting. And I bet you right now, if FIFA is to actually... And let me tell y'all something, right? Because a lot of y'all don't know this. Referees are very much in a low demand at the moment. There is not a lot of referees in the world. Hence is why you see a lot of them travel to a lot of different tournaments, because not only they're not a lot of referees, they're not a lot of top referees. So there's always opportunities for referees to move around. If you want to get into the football world and you want to become a professional, you should become a referee. The journey might be a little harder, but if you put in the hard work, it is more possible for you to be a high-level referee if you put in the hard work than if you're a footballer. No doubt. And I'm saying this to say this too. There are many footballers that fail at going at a football player, but they become high-level referees. And a lot of these referees, especially in the English Premier League, you can tell they were kids that were fucking bullied. And now they come in onto the pitch and they're doing the same thing to players. The inconsistencies. Yesterday, Joe Litton kicked with the ball. Yeah? He kicked with the ball. He got a yellow card. Then he do all this to the referee. And didn't get a second yellow. Remember. When Diego Dalot did the same thing because it's Manchester United, they wanted to make a mark. They just brought out the rule for dissent. You know what they do? They give Dalot the quickest red card, 2 double yellows, quickest red ever in the football history. Same shit they do to Declan Rice. Kick away the ball, made a challenge, give him 2 yellows. And we watch Joe Litton do the same thing. And he don't get a yellow card. And here we are, y'all telling me about biasness. Boy, get rid of this shit. Get rid of VAR. Start to bring in better referees, or it's time we as football fans start to advocate for referees to face charges if they don't want to be a part of a point system that if they make 1, 2 or 3 detrimental or massive mistakes or calls in the game detrimental to the game or affects the game in any way, let's make them face charges, because too many people are getting hurt and these people aren't even getting punished. They're giving them more fucking screen time, allowing them to talk when they make a decision. When they have to make a VAR decision, but they're still doing the same shit. Bro, we don't want to hear that. What we want to see y'all in fucking cuffs or y'all getting fired. That's what it has to come to now. And I am going to advocate for that until me, Imran Lewis, Yaya, Chino, every fucking name I have, don't have any breath in my life. Because these people need to face punishment, dog. People are losing their livelihoods to these people massive decisions, and you have to respect them. You can't see them and bust their fucking head when you see them. You can't do them anything when you see them. You have to respect them, even if sometimes you want to run off and drop kick them. You have to respect them. So if we have to respect you, make better decisions, or they're going to have to pay for the decisions that they make. Now, decisions that you make, you have people like Amorim too, making poor decisions all the time. All the time. All the time. Every game you come and you put your team, it's some drama. Every game you come and you put your team to play, it's some drama. You come with some excuse, the team, or it's not the team, or it's not the system. When are you going to fucking sit down, bro? Look in the mirror between me and you and say, yo, Ruben, what am I doing? What am I doing? How am I not able to get the best out of this team? How am I not able to do the right things by this team? And then you have people like Wayne Rooney coming out criticizing the man. You have Gary Neville coming out talking about how is he trying to play Mason Mount as a right wing back. Gary Neville, you and all your raw soul. Gary Neville, you know anything about Mason Mount playing right wing back? You know anything about Mason Mount playing wing back? You ever watch Chelsea team with Tuchel? You ever watch Mason Mount play wing back? Yes, a lot of us has watched Mason Mount play wing back, Gary Neville. Under Thomas Tuchel, when they win the Champions League, he played games as a right back for Chelsea. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, Father. When you see these guys, right, open up their mouth and spew things like this, right? This is what I mean. This is what I mean. People like Gary Neville and so cost people their livelihoods. And this is the ignorance I can't stand, because players and managers, y'all don't know these things. They sign over the intellectual property rights, so twats and scums like Gary Neville. Because that's what they are. That's what they are. They use their platform to promote themselves by spewing negativity against others while cozying up to others because they don't want to seem biased. While they need to just seem logical and neutral, right? And that's all we need them to do as ex-professionals from the high level. Everybody will respect your opinion if you just said shit that actually made sense. But every week is the same thing. Oh, Manchester United. Batty boy behavior. And this is what happens. This is what happens. When you have people who don't recognize the magnitude of their platform, or they actually, you know what? They do. But what they rather do is spew negativity than they actually give constructive criticism. Now, Gary Neville was an ex-manager. You ever hear him talk about Ruben Amorim and give him a tactical way of playing or changing Manchester United? Never. Never. We never hear that. It's always, talking. So what the fuck would you do with Mason Mount? Who would you play at right wing back? You can't tell us because your managerial career was the worst we ever see as a footballer. Shithead. Hey, look, listen, people. Just listen, right? I can't even talk more about people like Gary Neville and them. So just let's end on some positivity, yeah? Ruben Amorim is under pressure. But at the end of the day, in order for Manchester United to take strides forward, Ruben Amorim has to stay at the club. No matter what anyone says, you can't consistently keep changing managers and expect for anything to change different. This man needs some time. As much as I might not be as well be his biggest fan, I think he deserves time to at least get a season. At the end of the day, his performances after this season isn't going to leave United in a worse state or a better state or anyway. Because him, unless he don't win the league or he don't come in the top 2 or 3, they have done nothing this season or win the FA Cup. No matter what nobody tell me, they can't convince me otherwise. He have good enough players to go do damage week in, week out with that quality team. Too much quality in that team. When you look at that bench, he can change the game with subs. So too much quality there. So he just has to do better. And at the end of the day, he is going to be at the club for a very long time. He is. And Rooney, Gary Neville, Roy Keane, all of them. If it's one thing I must say, Wayne Rooney, he gives very good constructive criticism. Wayne Rooney gives criticism that everybody that listens to him can improve from. Everybody. From what he said for Mateta, from what he said for all these other players, it's very important that we understand Wayne Rooney gives constructive criticism. And I respect him for that, and I think punditry is his best bet. But yes, people, it's been your boy always, bringing you great news as usual. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the page. Keep hitting the bell for notifications, so I can keep bringing you great content going forward. Take care, stay sexy, have a good afternoon, night, morning, everything, evening, whatever it is. Take care of yourself, my people. Ciao.